This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, we will now look at the concept of series. See, we have already learned many data structures that are made available by Python. List, right? Can you list some of them? List, tuple, set, dictionaries, and n-dimensional array. We already seen 5 such data structures. Now this is the 6th one, right? 6th data structure that is really very useful. Yeah, very useful data structure made available by Python. Okay, what is it? It is also an one-dimensional array. It's also a one-dimensional array, but a special type of one-dimensional array. Let us have it this way. Now let us look at this example. See, I am writing 4 values, 10, 20, 30, 40, right, within square bracket. That means it is a list. Now I pass on this list to this function series. It is available in pandas library. That's why I'm writing pd. Now this function will convert this list. I am passing on this list as an argument. This function will convert this list into the special data type. What is the special data type? Series. Now what is the speciality of array? All the values in an array should be of the same type. All the values in an array should be of the same type. Now you know very well, I have been telling again and again, in real life we call this value as the first value, second value, third value, fourth value. But in the programming field, it is known as zeroth value, first value, second value, third value. See, 10 is the zeroth value, 20 is the first value, 30 is the second value, and 40 is the third value. Their counting starts from 0. These are all known as the values of the index. Now in the case of list or tuple or series or n-dimensional array, the value of the index always starts from 0. It gets increased by 1 every time, 0, 1, 2, 3. But in the case of series also, by default, the values of the index are like this. But you can change these indices. That is the speciality of series. Every data structure has a speciality. Now what is the speciality of this data type? Index can be anything. What do I mean? Let me explain with the help of an example. Now this is a dictionary. First pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, fifth pair. Now suppose I can give any name for the dictionary. I pass this dictionary as an argument for this series function. It will convert this dictionary into the special data type, series data type. Now when I execute, what will happen? 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, the keys, they will be taken as the indices. These will be taken as the values at the time of. Now I am going to explain, right, once again with the help of the code. I have already typed the code. I will copy, go over to Colab, paste it. For the time being, I will execute only the first portion of the code. Let me cut the remaining portion. What I am doing, see, pandas. Why am I writing pandas? This data type, series data type, is defined only in pandas. In one of the interviews, as a preliminary question, they asked, in which library the n-dimensional array data type is defined? The n-dimensional data type is defined in NumPy library. And then they ask, in which library the series data type is defined? It is defined in the pandas library. Actually, only n-dimensional array is defined in NumPy. That is the only data type made available by NumPy. But pandas provides us 2 data types. The first one is series, another one is data frame, which we will see next. So this list will be stored, right, will be stored as an array, will be converted into an array, and then we display. Let us execute and then let us see what happens. See, the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are written, and this is taken as a 0th value, first value, second value. The values of the index, see here, the values of the index are taken as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, in the case of list or in the case of tuple also, the index takes a values like this. But what is the speciality? What is the speciality of index? Series. Now, wait a minute. When I execute the next portion of the code, right, you will understand what I want to convey, right? Without losing time, let me execute. See, compare this and this. See here, the values of the index are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is quite common. The values of the index are always like this, even in the case of list or tuple. But here, see, the values of the index are like this: 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19. Probably this is the sales figure in the year 2015 for a particular shop. Sales figure 60 lakhs 2000 in 2016. That sales figure for that shop is 70 lakhs for this year, 80 lakhs for this year, 90 lakhs for this year. Now the whole concept is this: these are the values of the index. You can give any, you can take any, you can treat anything as the index. Index can be anything. But in the case of a list or tuple, you can never define these values as the value of the index. I repeat, in the case of list or tuple, you can never define these values as the values of an index. So you can give these values one as the values of an index only in the case of this data type, only in the case of this data. Sometimes there is a concept known as time series. There is a concept known as time series in data science. There the index should be the year. Index should be the year. Similarly, let me execute this code and you will see a wonderful, you will make a wonderful observation. Here, what are the indices? Sorry, what are the values of the index? Company A, company B, company C, company D, company E, right? Profit made by company A, profit made by company B, and so on and so on. The values of the index can be even like this. Values of the index can be like this or like this. And all these things are possible only in the case of series. In the case of, right, lists and tuples, the values of the index should be always only like this. Very simple values alone are possible. This is the advantage that we have when we deal with series. Thank you.